Yo YouTube, what's up? This is Tiggs coming at you with something different. I feel like I could use a new segment, and this segment is going to be on underrated cards that I feel could impact the format if they were to start being main deck, sided, or whatever you're going to call it. And because these cards really aren't archetype or deck specific, you can run them in just about anything. First card, you've got Night Beam. Fire Fist players hate it. They can't chain their Tenshin. You can't chain Dark Bribe or anything to it. Well, okay, you can't chain the targeted card to this card, which Fire Fist players hate, so they can't chain their Tenshin. You can't chain MST off of it. Nothing of the sort. So I feel this card is underrated. I mean, it's not a quick play like MST, but then you gotta balance a good card like this somehow. Transmigration Prophecy. I'm actually surprised Dragon Rollers don't use this, but then again, what it does is it allows you to target any two cards in either graveyard and return them to the deck. So, say for example, if your opponent has a Stardust you want rid of that keeps annoying you, or just something that keeps coming back, play this, return it to the deck along with something in your graveyard, and there, Stardust problem solved. Make them waste materials to get it out again. Next we have Memory of an Adversary. When your opponent declares an attack, well, with any monster, don't matter if you have monsters or not, but hopefully you do because of what this beauty does. What it does is you take damage equal to that monster's attack and then banish it. Then during their next end phase, it gets summoned to your side of the field. So you get direct attacked by I have no idea what you'd want to take. Most monsters are XYZs, and as you know, XYZ monsters lose their materials when they get banished. But I have no idea what you could really take. I mean, you could take Synchros, just about anything. Next, we have Penguin Soldier. Why not? I mean, in most decks, people wouldn't expect it, and quite honestly, he's one of my favorites. The first troll monster, besides Relinquished and Maneater Bug. Return two monsters on the field to their hand. So say you got to set opponent attacks into a Draco Sack or Stardust. Flip it, bounce, or if you want to be mean, play Wabaku when they go to attack. So what happens is your Penguin Soldier will get flipped, he lives, bounce whatever monster attacked, and him back to your hand. Abuse! Now here's something I tech in my Evil Swarm build. Evil Swarm Hrasfeld. It's a level 4 winged beast, so Harpy players can play it. Dark Samorg, or whatever. Flip. Target one card on the field and return it to the hand. 1150 attack, 1850 defense. It's not the best, but hey, it will get rid of an annoying Thunder King. And then the last card I feel that is not being used as much as it should be, Psyblocker. There are many, many questions behind this card. But the card effect is, once per turn, you can declare a card name. Till your opponent's next end phase, they cannot use cards with that name or their effect. So, for example, say you play Pandemic as an example, and your opponent has a set Pandemic and you know it, and you have a Dark Hold or something in your hand, and they have Ophion or whatever. What you could do is summon Psyblocker, call Pandemic, and then Dark Hole or whatever, and they cannot chain Pandemic. But they can chain to the effect. Another example, say you're playing Heroes and lo and behold Stratos comes back. You call Stratos with him. They cannot summon Stratos, they cannot use Stratos in any way, be it fusion material, XYZ material, anything. They cannot use him in any way. That is the wonderful thing about him. But honestly, I feel I have gambled on long enough about these 6 cards. And I might do a segment next week. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I should do it or not. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you next week.